tournament last year, going 22-11. The 7-footer Kumaji at center court up against 6'10" KJ Blackshear for Virginia Tech.
Teams like to get up and down the floor, and Florida State with their pressure defense creates a lot of opportunities, and you see Kumaji right at the rim, and that's one of the areas that Florida State likes to play.
To play teams in the country, so a final score with somebody winning in the 90s wouldn't be too surprising. Bibbs gets the scoring started.
So he's been very good for Florida State and really shooting the ball well this year.
5 out of 3, Blackshear drives and delivers a pair for the Hokies.
For Virginia Tech, it's important to get out in transition. Kerry Blackshear bringing the big man out of the paint. Could bring Kumaji out of the paint. We saw Blackshear take advantage of that.
Lob for Kumaji. He might have come about 3 inches off the floor.
Walker unable to finish.
Hard drive and a soft finish for Ahmed Hill.
And I can just ride with you. Is that what you're saying?
I guess I made myself your chauffeur then. 3 from the corner. Ahmed Hill.
Leading them exactly where they need to be. And we talked about, you know, their ability to score in transition, but a lot of that is they find great three-point looks before the opposing team can get back and set their defense.
Kumaji, that 7-footer who you saw to start the game over the first 4 minutes, missed 11 games and only came back to action back on January 7th. That's Kofor stretching it out from deep, a guy who's expanded his range this year.
Very well. He's had a number of very big games for Florida State on the year, but also gives them a boost on the defensive front line. But right now, Kerry Blackshear, very aggressive offensively for Virginia Tech.
Rip for Bibbs. Cabangeli with the 3-pointer. That's only his 8th in 17 tries this year. Right to the rim again. Here's the stat where Virginia Tech leads the country.
It's like Justin Robinson, who are able to finish oversized in the paint. That allows Buzz Williams to have confidence in his guys taking the ball to the rack.
And it's Cabangeli again.
They had early in the season where Jalen Hudson, who's a Virginia Tech transfer, was putting up big numbers.
Corner 3 falls for C.J. Walker.
It resulted in a loss, but this is a team that averages about 9 3-point field goals made per game. But you see Virginia Tech at its strength. Chris Clark attacking the rim. Sure, we could see at least one of these teams, if not both, in the 90s at the end of this one.
Man with the steal, eyes on the rim, and Clark gave him a free pass.
Can't afford to turn the basketball over against this Florida State team because they gives them opportunities in transition.
Blackshear, too easy on the dish from Clark, one big to another. Walker feels the hot hand. Oh, he can't be stopped right now. As they look to close back in after a 21-8 scoring run by the Seminoles. And they do it from 3-point range.
A young man that just plays within the scheme of the offense and what the team is trying to get done.
Foul and 1 for Clark. Pass out of the double team. Kofor, short corner. The senior from Georgia's got it. He's got to play instead of thinking. And Alexander Walker's just got to shoot. He had 2 to fire. Blackshear gets the rebound, goes through traffic, scores a pair, and will stand at the stripe.
I like Kumaji with his size because, of course, he's not used to playing out on the perimeter.
Walker the steal, and man flushes it.
I mean, it's true. That's just a natural reaction to fold over. If we see the matchup in the paint between the two, Kumaji actually had Robinson on his back.
Real website, and it's made for guys 6'4" or taller.
I had a different answer, but that one was better. I was thinking
the Florida State equipment room.
Yeah, which allows Kumaji really to stay put around the basket and be a difference maker.
Bibbs lines up the triple, right into it.
Area of the shooters for Virginia Tech when you play the zone, especially with the ball inside to Chris Clark.
He did exactly what you said before. Yeah. Body up on Kumaji. The fall. Wilson against Kumaji and 1. Gets the crowd to its feet.
Or to the stomach, causing those arms to fold over a bit.
Nice shooting day for Cabangeli so far. Robinson sprinting with him.
But now when you see why Virginia Tech leads the country with those 48% at the rim, now you see why. It's because they get out in transition and beat opposing teams back.
5 from deep with 5 assists for the Seminoles.
You know, and the Seminoles did that with Brian Angola, who's been their best three-point shooter, especially in ACC play. It's that mismatch. You see Justin Robinson having to guard Kumaji. They don't look inside, but MJ Walker likes the matchup better from 3, where he shot the ball extremely well. Up to 3, but still feeling the back of his head.
It's one of those times where you say it hurts so good, right? Bibbs has the answer at the other end, a three-pointer. Man, bodies up against Bibbs. Follows slam Kumaji at 7-4. He's got an easy path to the rim.
When you see opportunities like that for Jamie Luck and Justin Robinson to get together and just have a conversation and share a smile, that's what I love to see in this game.
He comes up with a slam. Now numbers for Virginia Tech, a 5-on-4 opportunity. Robinson goes to the rim, right into the chest of Cabangeli. When you say he plays bigger than his size, how do you mean that?
I mean, because, just that alone, you know, the wingspan, his athleticism, he makes it difficult. A good start to the season, but they need those guys, especially when they're playing against ACC-level defenses.
Walker passed it up last time, this time from NBA range, hits the triple.
You see him, I actually came to work on time today.
That's rare.
Yes, very rare.
After the three-pointer, to give the Seminoles their largest lead of the day, it's a drive and score for Walker.
I would expect for Florida State to really look at Cabangeli, get him opportunities in the post, and see if they can pick up that 5th on Blackshear. But the way MJ Walker's playing right now, no reason to go anywhere else.
Cabangeli, 5 on the shot clock with the left hand, left it short, and the right hand put back from the floating Trent Forrest. 2 possessions that have ended with a Cabangeli offensive foul against Robinson. Clark pump fakes his way into a layup.
And that's what Chris Clark is so special against that zone.
Angola drive, quick pull-up. Clark to the corner. Robinson connects with a three-pointer.
Kofor, but has more than enough personnel to be able to play small.
They clear out the lane and allow for the drive by Angola. Kofor inside Kumaji. Over the top of Clark. Nothing you can do there. Zion Williamson, the #2 prospect in the ESPN 100, is going to make his choice live on ESPN2 at 8:15.
Had a major impact on the game on both ends of the floor in the second half.
Bibbs challenges Kumaji. His speed bests the big man's length. Top 4 scorers for the Hokies all shoot at least 37% from 3. But they've got to be able to get in front of man.
He just would have added a free throw to the play.
It's Bibbs underneath. He's got back-to-back baskets now for the Hokies. Oak Hill Academy, Montverde Academy, some exciting games at Madison Square Garden. Bucket for Bibbs, 6 straight, with a chance to make it 7 for Virginia Tech. Seminoles looking for the extra pass. Comes back to Walker in the corner, 4-3, and he hits it. Major triple for MJ Walker, who's got 18 today.
18 points, which he scored in the non-conference.
And the Hokies answer. Robinson in front of his own bench. Reciprocates.
I can tell you right now.
Bibbs in the open floor. Clark from the baseline. Reverse lay-in and 1.
You can never rest against the Hokies. They have 5 guys on the floor that can push it out in transition, but none finish, as well as Chris Clark, as he makes a beautiful move.
There's a deflection. Walker going for it, going to the rim. He's got a bucket. That's a game changer with just a minute to go. 20 for him. Another three-pointer for Virginia Tech. Timeout taken by Buzz Williams.
And now we see the little bit of token pressure from Florida State just to try to slow down the penetration, but it doesn't work against Justin Robinson, who now eclipses his career high that he just set.
Clark with the kick. Alexander Walker gets the three. Again, no timeouts left for the Hokies.
To mention the fact that they have already played. This is their 4th ACC road game out of 7 games, so a tough schedule thus far for the Seminoles as they forget to guard Devin Wilson.
And shot 3 of 10 from the floor. Again, the Seminoles allow Robinson to get to the rim. They're happy to trade 2 for 2. On ESPN, I should say, it was on ESPN. Arsenal Tech against Huntington Prep. Dennis Gates saw him on TV. They said, hey, we got to get this guy. He's an ACC player.
And I'm assuming you did that game.
I was here.
There you go.
That memory's not that good.